Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you one of my best, actually this is the best in my opinion, spacing drill for kids basketball teams. Basically a drill that will help them space the floor. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit the like button and subscribe. Anyways, today I am going to show you a spacing drill that I have used with a lot of younger players and a lot of younger basketball teams. Basically, to start, you're going to need 9 pylons or 9 things that will just not move on the court. And then from there, you're going to place them on each one of what I call the 9 offensive spots on the court. So let me get you down to the clipboard and let me show you what I mean. So here we have the 9 spots. Each one of those pylons is a spot on the court. We have the high post, we have the low post, we have the deep wings, we have the free throw line extended, we have the other free throw line extended, and then we have the point. These are what I call the 9 spots on the court. These are the 9 spots that most offenses will use. I will have 9 players on the court, and I will have, well, 2 other, let's call this other player, on the side watching, and then we can swap them in and out every minute or 2 so that nobody really sits too long. And I hate having my players sit a long time. So basically what we have is a regular 5-out offense happening out here. This is going to be basically just a pass and screen away. Very, very simple on the outside. Now, on the inside, no, these guys are not defensive players. They are also on offense. We're not trying to score here. What I want is every time that basketball gets passed over to this side, so if the ball is getting passed this way, I want these players to move the opposite direction. So because the ball passed this way, I want these players to move in that direction. Now when these players are going to the high post, I'll pan you back up to my camera. I want them taking very small steps and with their hands out saying ball, 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 or I'm open, I'm open. That way they are now knowing this is a spot where they can receive the ball. They're going to want to catch the ball. If they're not having their hands up, you need to tell them to get their hands up. Get their hands up, make a target, and that's what you want them to do. Now in the low post, you want to have one hand up. You want them acting like they're posting up a player. If you want, you can even stick your coach or your assistant coach down there, and they can be posting up saying, hey, pass the ball, pass the ball. And that way, they can have their hand up, they're giving a target, they're showing a target, they're getting low, like if they're sitting in a chair, very similar to a rebound, getting their hand up, asking, pass the ball, pass the ball. That's what you want in the low post. So now we're even teaching even more skills, which is good. Anyways, let's get down to the clipboard again. If the ball now gets passed to the low post, of course these players, he has to do something. He can either screen this side or that side. I really don't care, so let's just say that side. Once this player gets the ball, we want him to pivot and look at the rim. We want him to keep the ball up high. We don't want him to chest it. We want him to catch that ball and then put it above his head and look around. Look who he needs to pass it to. Of course, everyone is open. He can pass to the low post. He can pass back out to the wing. Anything. But we don't want turnovers. We don't want stuff that's going to the other side of the court from the low post or the high post. We want him to catch it and then pass it back out. Of course, we're not shooting right now, so don't worry about shooting. We're working on passing and spacing. Once he passes the ball, if he passes the ball to the low post, we need to screen for the other post. These guys are our post players right now. If the low post gets that ball and he posts, or even high post, it doesn't really matter. Once they pass it back out to that wing, they're going to now move. Once they pass it out of that key, they need to swing back around. It doesn't matter what direction, you can tell them which direction you want them to swing it in. Personally, I would just say follow, have these players notice and have their eyes open, noticing what's happening on the basketball court, and whichever way this player who just passed it out, whichever way he moves, that way the other players are paying attention to the court. We want attention skills. And now again, very similar as the 5-out, player 3 passed it over here. He's going to cut baseline, set a screen, cut baseline, and back out. That way now we are learning an offense that is very simple, the pass and screen away 5-out offense. We're also learning about movement in the post. We're learning about movement after passing the basketball. We're learning about high post, how to face the rim, how to receive the pass, and then look at the rim to see if we can shoot, or if we can pass, or if we can drive. He can also, in that high post, pan back up to the camera, in the high post, he can receive that ball, turn, get it down to his triple threat, or he can, we don't really want him to turn in the post into his triple threat because then smaller players can start whacking at the ball. We don't really want that. We want him to turn, have it above his forehead, and then that way he can get into his triple threat. He can go from here to here really quickly. He can go from here to a pass, anything like that. We want him to have it foreheaded so that when he turns, he pivots towards the rim. He can pass quicker or he can shoot quicker. Just a few thoughts on my end, why I always teach it that way. In the low post, he gets the ball, he catches it, he chests it, he has his elbows out. That way he can clear space. If a guy wants to come in and whack in and play defense and try to reach in, those elbows are there. For 1, it'll show that it's a reach in. For 2, he can turn, and well, nobody wants to be on the receiving end of that. We're learning high post skills. We're learning low post skills. We're also learning how to pivot. We're learning multiple different things with this drill, which is why I really, really love this drill. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed this drill. If you have any questions at all about this drill, leave it in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer every single one. I have a policy of my own that I try to reply to everybody. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button and subscribe. I do post new videos every single day, so I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Basketball players or basketball coaches that have players who are looking to get recruited, I can help you get recruited. First of all, you need a highlight tape, and I can help you with that in the link in the description below. Just look for the highlight tape link. Hello, so if you have liked this video, click over here to subscribe, or maybe over here, depending on which side I put it on. I don't know yet. Anyways, also the opposite direction or the opposite side is another video you may like. So I hope to see you again in one of those next videos. Yeah.